from Crafty Sew&So, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a really quick, very simple tutorial on how to make a lovely head wrap for winter, which keeps your ears warm and looks really cute. So this is really one of the simplest projects you can make on an overlocker. It uses just 2 pieces of fabric and you can whip one up in 5 minutes and they make fantastic gifts for Christmas. Don't forget to check the notes below where I've put a link to our online tutorial from our blog, as well as information about the materials and the tools that you'll need to make the project. First thing we're going to need to do is measure our heads. So if you take a soft tape measure and go all the way around where you're going to want it to sit, and then take the measurement from there. For me, that's 24 inches. And then you're going to want to cut a piece of fabric, the diameter of your head, for me that was 24 inches, by 10 inches wide. So you've got to have a long piece that looks like this. Fabrics that work really well for this project include most jersey fabrics, as long as they have stretch that goes along the fabric that way. I'm doing this one out of a single jersey, which will make quite a lightweight headband. This sample is made from ponti roma, and I've also made one out of French terry. French terry only has one-way stretch, so do be careful with that to make sure the stretch goes around your head and not that way, otherwise it just won't fit nicely. You're also going to want to cut out a piece of fabric that is 6 by 6 inches in square, and that's going to become the little front knot. So first, take your bigger piece of fabric and you want to fold that in half with the right sides together to make a long tube. Like so. Then pin or clip all the way down that long edge, because that's the one you're going to be sewing first. Then sew that through the overlocker. Seam allowances for this project are 1 centimetre. Once we've got our tube, we're going to turn it all the way out, so the right side's on the outside. Once you've got your tube turned out, you're going to want to put that aside and pick up your smallest square and just fold that in half and do exactly the same. So we're going to sew down that long edge once it's folded. Once we've got the smaller piece overlocked, and we're going to then turn it back so the fabric is the right way out, and we're going to do exactly the same. We're going to line up the seam down the center piece there, and then fold it in half to make a tiny loop. Now we're going to stitch this raw edge closed, so it's a little circle, and you'll just want to be a bit careful to make sure that the center seam is in the middle all the way around. So now we've got the little loop, and I've got these tails, so I'm just going to pull them closed so that tightens off the threads at the end, and then snip those off. So that should be nice and secure and ready to go on the bigger loop. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to thread the, we're going to turn it the right way out so that all the raw edges and seams are on the inside, and then we're going to push this through onto the larger piece of jersey. It doesn't really matter, we're going to move it in a minute, so as long as it's somewhere on there nice and securely. And then we're going to take the large piece of jersey and we're going to turn that into a loop. We're going to make sure that it's not twisted. That's another hoop design. And we are going to pop the center seam on the outside and then sew on the overlocker with a 1 centimetre seam allowance this join. So we're just going to secure the ends of our overlocking by threading the loose tails into the seam here with a nice large needle, and then we are almost done. So once you've secured the ends of your overlocking, we're going to take the smaller loop from wherever that's sitting on your band and cover the raw edge here with that loop. So all your seam allowances are tidied away and on the inside. And then we're going to twist the loop round so the seam is on the back, so the front of the headband, only has the straight flat edges and all the seams are on the inside. And then you can just pop it on, because once you've done that, you are finished. There you go. What do you think? I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. It's a really fun, quick make on your overlocker, ideal if you're just getting familiar with it. If you check out our channel, you'll find loads more tutorials as well as inspiration and information about other projects and patterns that we sell. And if you do make one, please do share it with us using hashtag #CraftySew&So on Instagram, or join our Facebook community, the Crafty Sew&Sos, and we'd love to see what you make. That's everything for today, so happy sewing and have a great day. Bye.